And the hit that Michael McDowell's car took into that guardrail and barrier was big, and some damage definitely done to the barrier that is going to need to be attended to before the race resumes. Vince?
With Ryan Newman, and glad to see him walk out under his own power. You okay?
I'm fine. It was just a bad place, wrong place at the wrong time. But from my standpoint, difficult jump the curb, got the splitter or something up on the curb, and got out and got across the grass. And I probably could have gave him a little bit more, but I tried to time it so I could shoot past, and he slowed down when he got back on the racetrack. But it's really disappointing. We lost John Melvin here the last couple weeks, and he did a lot of innovations for our sport, and it's really sad that they haven't adapted anything here for this racetrack. And, the barriers, the safety barrier that doesn't exist here, the Armco walls, there's no concrete walls. It's just it's a very antiquated racetrack, and the safety is not at all up to NASCAR standards. And it's a shame that we have to have accidents like that to prove it. So hopefully something will change next time we come back to the Caterpillar show.
I'm glad you're okay, Ron. Alan?
Well, we've seen this kind of thing in this part of the racetrack in the past a couple of times. This was Sam Hornish getting forced off and thrown back in the path of Jeff Gordon. You see that 31 car is Jeff Burton part of that too. Now look at the barrier on the right side of that picture, and you'll see in response to that, where those barriers are was changed and moved back out. More runoff area, more pavement was added. And all this section over here, wider, and the barrier moved back than it was in that last video that we saw when they ran off into the grass, and that guardrail was much closer to the racetrack. Vince?
Another one involved was Alex Bowman. You okay? And what happened?
Yeah, I just got caught up in the aftermath of that there a little bit. I saw some foam flying and figured it might have been debris, and by the time I checked up and all the cars around me checked up, we were all sliding around trying to get stopped, and I just hit somebody enough to knock the oil cooler out of it. And at that point, last time I drove it around with the oil cooler knocked out, Wayne Otten was pretty mad at me, so I tried not to do that again. But it's unfortunate. It's a lot of good cars got torn up. It's just a bad spot on the racetrack. The spotters can't see it. It's just real blind. But my BK Racing guys are working hard. We had Dustless Blasters on the car this week, a new sponsor for us, and hate to see it end that way for them.
I'm glad you're okay. Alex? All right, let's go to Alan now.
All right, under the red flag.
Yeah, he made a good point there about spotters not being over in that part of the racetrack to help you, but it does narrow up quite a bit, and when a car gets sent back in the middle, flying out in there, makes it difficult to avoid.
That is what's left of Michael McDowell's car. Vince is with its driver.
Certainly, Alan, it's good to see, when you look at that picture, it's good to see Michael walk out and be standing here. How are you after that big hit?
I'm good, thank you to the Lord above, because that's a bad wreck. It seems like when I do it, they're usually fairly big, so I'm not really sure what happened. I saw the 16 get a little wide, and then 39 come back across the track, and I didn't really have time to, adjust or move. I just tried not to hit Ryan in the door there, and that was pretty much it. I was long for the ride, but we had a good Caleb cars today, and we were a little bit off on strategy there, and it was going to work out. It was going to cycle out, but glad to walk away from it. I'm very thankful, feel blessed, and going to stay positive, encouraging Caleb. So thank you guys.
I'm glad you're okay, Alan.